point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're okay. Round 80. White, 85. White, 85.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That throw into the arms of Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Walk 54. Yeah.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, Rocket.
On third down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby. Take 4.
A toss play, Gordon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 20-yard line again. They'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, 79! 79! Quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Shoot!
So that'll back him up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Throwing Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Rivers on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Three.
Following the interception here, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Sponge. No.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 36-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You can't block me. My 52. Double dog. That's the way. Check 37. Three.
Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone last week.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
There goes Melvin Gordon, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Mike 57.
Here's Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mariota now. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Benjamin. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. Two not to miss to close out Week 6.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the Titans getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. One. You got tight right there.
Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Kill. White, 89.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hey.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Third down and 11.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
What's screen? One. 31's the mic.
Mariota again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returning, it's Benjamin. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check. Hey, rocket. Mike 54.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check Mike 54. White. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. Slip. Red Delta. 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Allen, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check. 36. Where's the mic? It's our field. It's our field. One. Hey, it's our house. Check. Crunch.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Oh, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Load it.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Okay. Set 180. 54.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They can't hang with us. One up.
Throwing is Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's Mariota out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Titans.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
One. 31's the mic.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 3. Hayward. Back to the mic.
From the gun, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're...
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel, talk of waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch twist. One.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Blue 18. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Where are they, two? 52, right 52.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Back.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Load it. Mike 5-4. General West. Pick up the ball. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. There's a nice move. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll give Henry another shot, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. Succop for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17, Chargers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rivers. And Green with a catch left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Titans' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Hey, I want to get behind.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, wahoo! 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. All right. Hey. Wait, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Check 13. Bang. You. Mike 54. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
66. Bullet high. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Joker.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
One. Motion.
58, right over there.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on first down, Mariota, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Red. Slip. Check. Hot.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50.
On third down, Rivers letting one go deep for the... He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Complete to number 81, Mike Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. He locates Walker, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
All right, block 15. Check, walk 54, walk 54. I'm scared.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Stay there. Block 15. Better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. He's checking. Crash. Watch out. Check. Lucky. Behind.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st down, Chargers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Switch.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Set. Hey, Brown 80.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Post-game report, player stats. Finish game. Player stats. Entering statistics screen. Player Titans selected. Passing yards 200. Charger selected. Passing completion. Attempt completion. Intercept. Longest pass 23. Team lack. Both selected. Charger selected. Both selected. Rushing selected. Type Charger selected. Receiving selected. Team lack. 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 Player name. Longest reset. Dropped passes 0. Blocking selected. Sacks allowed 1. Defensive selected. Tackles 0. Tackles 0. Tackles 0. Tackles 1. Tackles for loss 1. Tackles 6. Tackles 2. Tackles 2. Tackles 4. Tackles 2. Tackles 4. Tackles 2. Tackles 4. Tackles 2. Tackles 4. Tackles 1. Tackles 2. Tackles 1. Tackles 3. Tackles 1. Tackles 1. Tackles 1. Tackles 1. Tackles 0. Tackles 1. Post. Finish game.